What's up, everybody? Let's welcome to the Spotlight by CG, man. So let's welcome my special guest. Let's welcome from Arkansas Tech, offensive lineman, Jason Richardson, man. How's it going, bro?
Hey, it's good talking with y'all and talking with you personally, getting to know my whole background and my journey through the college football scene.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. So for those people who are not too familiar with you, man, tell me about yourself.
Um, well, I'm from Lake Charles, Louisiana, but most of my family on my mom's side is from California. So I went to a 3A high school, Catholic school in Louisiana, and then I transferred. Well, I graduated and went to a junior college in Texas, Tyler Junior College, and then after those 2 years, I transferred to Arkansas Tech. So during that time, whenever I was at Tyler Junior College, it was when COVID happened. So I actually kept all my 4 years of eligibility. So whenever I transferred to Arkansas Tech, I played my full 4 years, like I just came in as a freshman from high school. So
So you were there during that COVID year, huh?
yeah. So actually, my first year at Tyler Junior College, I came in late, so I wasn't really on the team, but I was like practicing with the team, doing like weight training with the team, and then that spring semester I was obviously on the team, and it started my clock started there, and that's whenever COVID hit and everything. We got the extra year and all that stuff, and we had that spring season.
So it gives you guys that extra year to play college ball and all that, because in those time, I mean, in that year, that was a reason why some college players wanted an extra year so they can get ready for the pros.
Mm-hmm. And that helped me with my various coaches that I've had throughout my whole college journey, just to um, add more tools to my tool belt, as in playing offensive line from the guard position to tackle. I didn't really play the center position as much. I played it a little bit whenever I was in junior college, but just those guard and tackle positions, I added multiple tools that I used during this season that we just had this past season.
So you've got the background to play guard also and tackle, of course, because that's what you've been playing that season. So
Yes.
you can play any of those spots except center, but have you even got a chance to do a little practicing at center or no?
No, not really. So my whole 4 years I was tackle, but this past spring, I played a lot of guard the whole spring. I barely went at tackle just to get film at guard, because they had a couple of teams that were interesting to me. So they wanted to see that film during that time. So I strictly just played guard during that spring, and then I went back to tackle during the fall because we needed more tackle experience than guard experience.
But at least you can build onto it for the NFL in case if they want
Yeah,
to put you out there. So,
yeah.
so has there been like any other teams have you met before this interview?
Yes. So the Colts, they sent some forms that I had to fill out. I met with the Broncos at my the Senior Bowl I went to. It's called the Dream Bowl. And then also the Carolina Panthers showed interest through my coaches. And then I got invited to a junior day with at my school. The Saints and the Giants were also there, and they were talking to me pretty well too.
So at least you got at least multiple interests. That's a good
Yes,
thing.
sir. Yes, sir.
So I guess it won't matter where you go to, but I mean, going from the Saints, like you just said, the Saints
Yeah,
are
that's from my house to where the Saints they have their facility. It's like 3 hours, but that would be like the most ideal position. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'll be happy to play
Or
for any in the Shield. So
yeah, it don't matter. Like even you said, you even got family down Northern California. It'd probably be a
yeah,
lot closer for them to go to Levi's or something.
yeah, for sure.
So no interest from them either.
No, not really. I haven't really just met with the 49ers, but it is what it is. I can't control
Yeah, that's true.
what other people think. So
Under
as
the
long as
radar, under the
yeah,
radar. That's what happens, man. You only go by what's interest. That's just how the game is played, man. If they see you that way, like the Giants, they see you that way, and other teams, like. But going from the Saints, that would be like a 3-hour drive, so that would probably be more of something suitable for you, or maybe better. Okay, I like this question. So, what is your favorite part of I guess what is your favorite part about playing your position?
my favorite part about playing my position is just like moving somebody like without them like wanting to be moved. So I take a good pride in that, just like moving people whenever they don't want to be moved, or just shutting down a great rusher in our conference. We had multiple rushers that had over 9, 10 sacks in a season. So just not having them like have an effect on the game, on like strictly on me. That's probably my favorite part of playing my position.
Yeah, I guess you kind of match up well against some of those competition, huh? So from your style of play, who do you model yourself after?
Um, I probably either Teron Armstead because he was a Saint for a long time, coming out of UAPB right down the road, probably like an hour 2 hours away, and also I would say Orlando Brown for the Bengals.
Yeah, he was good with the Ravens, and then he just went to like the Chiefs, and then after that the
Yeah,
Bengals. Like, but
yeah,
he's been good too. But from watching your kind of game, I guess from what Papa was watching from your game, he says you remind him of a little bit of a young Trent Williams.
yeah. That's what our running back 2 years ago. He got picked up in the CFL. He always used to call me Baby Trent. So I mean, we have quick feet like him. I can move in space, and when I get my hands on that defender, they will not get away. I promise you.
I mean, you're like a big brick house, man. There ain't no way they're
Yeah,
getting towards you. It's
yeah.
like
My dad, he says that I'm more of a guard. So he calls me a mini Larry Allen. So
man,
anytime,
Larry Allen. Okay.
yeah. So
I mean, just from going to a small school, I mean, Arkansas Tech, I just never heard of it. But then it just
yeah,
comes to find out, it's just where you go from. It's where it's like it doesn't matter where you start off. But
yes, sir.
what do you take away from going to that college, man?
Uh, just being where your feet are. Just have every opportunity and take the most of it. Honestly, because I went to a different school in the junior college, and I think whenever I was at my junior college, I took for granted how good it was, um, and like kind of, um, I kind of, I didn't take take the most of my opportunity whenever I was there. So whenever I made it to Arkansas Tech and I got the offer, um, I I just made it my number one mission, just to take every opportunity and run with it, even if it's good or bad. So
Yeah, you can't take nothing for granted, man. You just got to take whatever opportunity presents itself. So, who would you give your credit to for somebody who helped you develop your game so far?
I would say pretty much all the offensive line coaches I've had so far. So it's kind of crazy to say, but I would say pretty much pretty much every year I was in college, I had a different offensive line coach. So I've had like 6 or 7 offensive line coaches since I've been in college. It's either they go to a different college, or they ended up just stop coaching. Most of them stopped coaching whenever I was in junior college, but the other ones they just went to like a different school. Um, but the coach probably that helped me with my game so far is Coach Camp, because he gave me the confidence and me playing at left tackle, because I never played left tackle before he put me there, because I was mostly a right tackle before he got to Arkansas Tech, and he moved me to left tackle. It took probably like a couple months for me to get adjusted to it, because he moved me in the spring, but I kept on working at it. He kept on building me up during that process, and confidence goes a long way whenever somebody believes in you and they push you, and then they expect you to play at a high level, and he did that every day.
Yeah, well, I guess it makes a difference what kind of coach you get. So he put you at left tackle, which was something you didn't do before. Now it's becoming a natural because you did some months of those type of training with him. So
Yes, sir.
So even though you played all the positions, what's the difference between playing the left and right side tackle, man? Because I know for some people they would say it's the same thing. No, it's a little different when you play on the
Yeah,
other side.
yeah. I feel like left tackle is like more is more like you have to get that block, because like if you don't, that's somebody's that's somebody's uh that's somebody's life probably in jeopardy just because you didn't block that person. Right tackle, they can kind of see him a little bit more than the left tackle, but I feel like you have to be on your A game every day when you play left tackle.
Oh yeah, it kind of makes a huge difference, like you said. So, what kind of offensive line scheme did you guys play at Arkansas Tech?
We played uh, the scheme. It was mostly gap scheme, but it was like during the years I was there, it switched from like gap scheme to like last year it was like mostly outside zone, trying to get to the edges. But yeah,
So, which one was more comfortable, the gap or the outside zone?
I would say the gap scheme, because I'm more of a power counter type of guy. Trying to force your will upon a defensive line, linebackers, trying to get on them.
Okay, so I mean, there's a different ways, but I'm pretty sure you're more than capable of playing any of those type of schemes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, like you just told me, like this is what you told me. Like you even said that you had a little bit of a dieting, right? So you wanted to get in better shape. But for you, man, what was the most important part of being in the best shape? Because most athletes, they always have to stay in good shape to play at a high level.
Yes, sir. Um, I just felt like my junior year I wasn't in the best shape. So what I did over the summer, I cut out all sugar, all bread. I was straight protein diet, and I also mixed in like fruits and stuff. But I also did a lot of boxing training, working on my hands and feet, um, just just trying to be like in the best shape, because once you get to the fourth quarter, it's kind of like wrestling, because like you're tired and the other person's tired, but like who's gonna get out on
You're gonna
top?
want it more.
Who's gonna want it more? And I wanted to like train that every day. I did like boxing and wrestling training. So
Yeah. Like those little boxing trainings, it kind of gives you a better chance to put your hands on them and get physical with them
yeah,
a little bit.
yeah, it teaches a lot about like the strike. Whenever we did it, we were talking about the strike, getting the hand up, striking at the perfect distance. Don't let them get up on you too close, and don't just throw a punch and he's far away and you can't even reach him. just timing up the punch and just landing the strikes.
Oh yeah, those are kind of something that can improve your strength also a little bit, because especially with the physicality, you want to be able to put your hands on them in a good way. Try to just contact them physically, and then maybe you take them down with your little power strength or something.
Yes, sir.
Because I mean, I think when you see Trip Williams play, man, he just knocks people down.
Yeah.
And you said you were nicknamed Little Trent, so you must have some of that kind of mentality.
Yeah, it's just whenever I first got to Arkansas Tech, I was in the junior college mindset where like everybody was like out to get me type of deal, like, and I was like fending for myself. And then Arkansas Tech, they just like broke all those barriers down, and it was like a family atmosphere.
So you came with a different mindset. So were you more of a trash talker when you came out of junior college, or were you more of a let your play do the talking?
I've always been a trash talker, but whenever Coach Kemp was at Arkansas Tech, he toned it down to a minimum. So it'll be very minimum of me talking trash. So,
But at least you kind of like are one of those kind of guys, you know.
yeah.
Just I guess your coach wants you to tone it down so you don't fire the energy on those guys.
Yeah.
So what do you so what's your pregame routine? I mean,
My pregame routine just I don't really have a pregame routine. I just go with the flow. Just
whatever goes on, I guess.
what goes on.
So what do you mainly focus on when you are studying film?
Just how the opponent is playing. If they have a weakness, try to focus on that weakness as much as possible, so I can take out the weakness, so he won't get to his strengths. And just if they have like different formations that some teams are like struggling with before they play us, I'll just study that and we'll talk it out as like an offensive line and send it to my offensive line coach, and we'll have a strategy um, to minimize or take it out completely, take out that problem that could mess up our game plan up.
Oh yeah, that's a good way to do it. I mean, study and try to work on those areas and all that stuff. So who was the best opponent you guys faced all season that you had your best game?
I would say either Henderson State or no, Henderson. I have three: Henderson State, a Ouachita Baptist, and Hardin University.
Okay, so who was the one rival opponent that one player that you always had a little battle with at times, that you had your best battles, or he had the best out of you?
Gary Lewis. He goes to Henderson State. Now he's transferred to University of Central Arkansas, where David Walker is at now.
So he just transferred over there?
Yeah, he just transferred. I
Ooh.
think he's not playing defensive line anymore. He's playing linebacker over there.
Okay. Oh yeah. Speaking of David Walker, man, I had that guy on like a week ago.
Yeah. He's my dad's aunt. He lives in Stuttgart and she lives in Stuttgart, so I kind of know him.
So you guys are family by relations, huh?
No, not family by I just know him.
Oh, just like they know each other.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, I interviewed like mostly 3 of the Central Arkansas guys this year. I even had that Tamarian Wilson.
Mm-hmm. The linebacker.
He's I think he's kind of a safety, but he said he can play linebacker also. But
yeah,
they have him listed in the draft as a linebacker for some reason.
Okay. Yeah,
he says he thinks he's a safety. That's what he thinks. But and then that running back also, Shaderick Powell, another good one.
Yeah.
Man, dude, something about them Arkansas, they seem a little more humble or something. That's the good thing.
Yeah.
But I guess you kind of go from that environment, just from coming from Louisiana and going from, like you said, you went to Texas.
Yes, sir.
What
I
was
went.
what was what was the difference from going to that junior college in Texas? What's the vibe over there compared to where you grew up in Louisiana?
Um, I think where I grew up in Louisiana is a lot slower, but it's an up and coming city in Louisiana. It's called Lake Charles. We're like an hour from Lafayette, which is a bigger city in Louisiana, and I'm 2 hours away from Houston. So um, it's an up and coming city. So um, yeah, and then the school in Texas is it's a lot faster. Um, they have a lot more to do out there, and it was a couple of times where I could got like out. I could have not did the right thing, and I wouldn't be here right now. So I'm glad I didn't take those decisions, and I focused on school and football. Um, So yeah, and then the same about Arkansas Tech. Arkansas Tech remind me of my hometown because it's a lot slower. You don't have nothing to do. Like right outside my room, they have a farm, so um, they have cows and stuff. So it keeps me grounded.
Yeah, in a
Knowing,
boring town, it would have to be right where
yeah,
nothing
just
else to
like
do.
right outside, like they have cows like right here. So I
Oh
mean,
yeah, like
yeah.
them cows. I mean, like yeah, but like you say, you grew up in Lake Charles. Isn't it like close to that one big bridge or something? Because I know it's one of the longest bridge or one of the dangerous bridges out there.
Uh, one of the dangerous bridges is I-10 because um they haven't done repairs on it at all, and it's graded at like a F rating. And as soon as you get on it, like when you get to the top, like if they have traffic, you can feel it swaying.
Oh,
So yeah, and the only reason why they don't want to do they don't want to fix it, or it's a problem fixing it. They have different chemicals because they had a chemical spill because they we have chemical plants. So they had a spill, and all that stuff is at the bottom, and it's settled. And if they aggravate it, it's going to be a big old dead spot. And a lot of people swim, and they be doing recreational uh, stuff out there.
yeah.
So they don't want to disturb that and just have a big old mess.
Well, I mean, at some point they would have to fix it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
but
Either, yeah.
but yeah. But you said, but it's not too far from where you're at, huh?
No, that's probably like 10 minutes away from my house.
Yeah, I heard it's like one of those dangerous bridges, but it's like a long bridge too.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because when I look at the top most dangerous bridges, it comes up on the list.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Why do you wear number 79?
Um, it's just the number that they gave me. So
Guess you just go with the number, I guess.
yeah, yeah. Well, I think I made it. I think I made it my number. So if I was to go get picked in the NFL draft, I'll probably keep that number. And if I couldn't, I'll just get a new number and then make it my number whenever I do get the number.
Well, if that's not the case, then maybe get the 69 so you could be nasty on the football field.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But now let's get on to the common sense and all that stuff, and then we'll go on the rapid fire slowly.
Yes, sir.
So just as a guy that plays football, you see this stuff every now and then. It's rare, but let's say a teammate of yours just refuses to go out there, and you guys had a chance to win a ball game, but he doesn't want to sub in. He's all upset about his playing time role. He's upset about his playing time role and all that stuff, and then he just walks out. How do you deal with that circumstances?
Actually, I had this before this season in the second game. So, what you do is you try to talk to them and like try to get them back in the game. Even if they do walk out, you try to encourage them and try to do the best that you can during that time because like that's a high intense situation because you're in the game playing and. You just try to minimize all the distractions on the field and off the field. So you just try to get that person head cooled down and have them ready to go and have them to make a play whenever they do get the opportunity.
So you've had it before. Okay, that's
Yes, sir.
understandable. So, okay, let's say I'm pretty sure you might have seen this every now and then as a teammate. You'll see something from the sidelines, like let's say your quarterback and receiver are just not on the same page and they're just having altercation at one another. How would you deal with that situation?
Um, I'll just go up to both of them, just be like, "Hey, we're good. Next play. It's
Yeah,
always next play. Forget about
yeah,
that."
yeah. Because there's sometimes you might get a receiver or he might just come up to the quarterback and say, "Hey, dude, I was just right there,"
Yeah. Hey,
or the quarterback be like saying, "Oh, dude, you could have been there quicker."
yeah. I mean, like everybody make mistakes. I make mistakes myself. I may miss a block, but it's always the next play. So
Yeah,
you just play for the next play.
yeah,
Try to
absolutely.
minimize the mistake of keep on making the same mistake. So try to get there faster, or
Just move on from the next
yeah,
play or move on to the next series or something like
yeah,
that. But yeah, they kind of you have those moments emotional at times. But
yeah.
let's say you guys are behind a couple touchdowns going into halftime. What would be the best speech for you to get this team to come from behind and win this ball game?
Um, just just like I said, just play the next play because eventually they're going to make a mistake and we got to cash in on it. So just keep on playing, keep on doing what you're supposed to be doing. Cut your own grass. That's what my coach used to always say. Cut your own grass because if everybody cuts their own grass, the whole yard at the end of it is going to be nice.
Okay,
If
that's a
you
good way to put it. Like cut your
cut,
own grass, make it look nice. Okay.
yeah, because if you cut somebody else's grass and you mess up on what they have to do, then your
That-
grass is not going to be is what it's not going to be looking good.
Yeah.
So,
That makes a lot of sense right there. So okay, let's go on to the rapid fire. Okay, so let's go on with some fast food questions and see which ones you like better. So we'll go with McDonald's or Burger King.
McDonald's.
Man, seems a common question. They always go with
Yeah,
McDonald's, but why do you like McDonald's, bro? It just seems kind of obvious.
I don't know because I like back at home, like our Burger King is just like it's not the best. It's
Okay,
like the people there are like rude and stuff. So like I just I just go with the best one, McDonald's.
that's fair. I mean, I guess that's fair for your reason. Let's see. It's probably going to seem biased for you if I bring up this conversation. Let's say Popeyes and KFC.
Popeyes.
I knew it.
Yeah, yeah. I live down like maybe one block from Popeyes. Where my house is. So
Yeah.
like my dad used to get Popeyes like probably 3 or 4 days out the week.
Okay. Oh, I don't know about these card things, but I guess if we had to choose one, well, he already said that. Ford or Chevy? I guess if I had to choose, I would probably go with the Ford. Actually,
Uh, I don't know. I like the Ford, but I also like Chevy. I'll go with probably Chevy because I like their newer trucks.
yeah, but I like the Ford Mustang, so I'm kind of like one of those
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
But yeah, Chevy, you can't go wrong with it. Let's see. Trying to think of another one. Walmart or Target?
Walmart.
Seems obvious. Not just like
Yeah, yeah,
the prices are pretty reasonable. You can't go wrong with that.
yeah.
Oh, I got a good one. I don't know if you're into soda like that anymore, but let's say Coke or Pepsi.
Let's go. Coke. I like
Oh,
I like Sprite. I sometimes take a little Sprite. So
okay, that's fair. I guess you go with that route. I guess from here we can just do some other preparation. So, what do you plan on like going into your pro day? What do you focus on?
I'm focusing on my 40. That's a big emphasis, and just being flexible in different areas, in my ankles, in my hips, um, and then just like doing the best that I can.
Okay,
Being explosive in all my lifts. I mean, in all my all my testing numbers and my bench press.
Okay. Do you feel like you're going to test pretty solid in the 40 time, or you're going to be pretty strong in the lifting?
Yes, I think I'm gonna be pretty strong in the lifting. I'm kind of iffy on the 40, but that'll be down by the time my pro day.
So where would the pro day be at?
My pro day will it's a conference pro day. It's in Ouachita. It's at Ouachita Baptist, which is an hour and 30 minutes down the road. And it's March the 17th, so about 2.5, 3 weeks away.
So that's on St. Patrick's Day, man. That's got to be
Yes, sir.
something.
Yeah, gotta
Okay,
be.
so yeah. Okay, so for you, are you a country or city life?
Uh, I like both, but I would say country.
Country's kind of a quiet thing at times, so you come with.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
used to where I'm at.
So what kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to all type of music, country, rap, um, R&B, lo-fi, all types of music.
What pumps you up, man?
Uh, like music,
Yeah, music. What pumps you up when you get
uh,
ready for the game?
probably either Lil Baby, NBA YoungBoy, or Drake.
Okay, those are good choices right there. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a pretty long journey, man. So going in with all those years in college football and getting ready for the NFL, what do you want to improve on going into the lead?
Um, what do I want to improve on? Just the ability to know the game more. I don't want to be just like average in watching film. I want to like know what the pros think and how they watch film and how they break down film and how they just like go about like the everyday process about being a pro. Um, because I want to be one of those guys that have a pretty long career in the NFL.
Yeah, you definitely do, especially for a guy like Jason Peters who had a pretty long career.
Yeah.
So let's say going into the league, since you said you kind of watched a lot of Terran Armstead, like let's say you go to Miami, what would you want to learn from Terran Armstead?
Um, I want to know like how patient he is with his sets and how patient he is with his hands. Because I'm a pretty patient guy whenever I do pass protection, but he he like he's super patient in his sets, super patient in his strikes. But whenever he strikes, he strikes hard, and um, yeah, hopefully he stays more healthier than the past couple years. But yeah,
Yeah, he would be somebody you want to pick your game up a little bit. So just as an offensive lineman, what would you prefer, run blocking or pass blocking?
uh, it just depends on the situation. If it's open up the game, I want to throw the ball around. Let the receivers make some plays. Let the running backs make some plays. But if it's in the game, 4 minute offense, we're running the ball. I want the defense to feel every play, every block. So
Okay, so if there was a chance for you to choose something, let's say you're in the red zone and you're an eligible receiver, you get yourself a touchdown, or would you rather just pancake multiple defenders and get your running back in for a touchdown for a big run?
let's go with the run block. Let's go with the run
Oh,
block.
I love that attitude, man. Let me ask you, do you take pride in run blocking at the next level?
Yeah, 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 for sure. Because
Let me ask
it's
you,
nothing
yeah.
more like it. It's nothing more like it than like pancaking somebody in the end zone and your running back scoring, or somebody of your peer or teammate scoring.
Yeah, and then somehow they'll just let you spike the ball anyways. It's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah. So I mean, it's a win-win situation.
yeah. So, do you enjoy knocking people to the ground the most?
Yes, yes, for sure. Because you
All
talk,
right, man.
I talk a little some after, but not
Oh
too
man,
much.
I like this, man. I like this kind of mentality, man. I don't know if I've seen some of the film, but I need to look more into your film since he already showed some, like since he looked into it. So you might need to send me a link to that because I'm kind of interested to check more about you, man. Because it seems like you got some good tape from the looks of it.
Yes, sir. It's on my Twitter. It should be on media. I have all 3 years I've been playing. It should be on that, so I can send it to you. All 3 years though.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. Because I'm just an offensive line guy. You know, we don't get enough recognition. Why do you feel like the offensive line doesn't get enough love, man?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Deion Dawkins said, the NFL should have a award for the best offensive line
They
and
should.
probably best, well, yeah, best offensive line in the NFL because they have it in college. So like, why can't you just do it in the NFL?
Yeah, that's true. They should give an award for just for at least the individual or the team collectively.
Yeah, or that would be nice.
Yeah. You
Whole
can
team.
have one, you can have like an individual, and then you can have the team collectively offensive lineman, which is fine.
But I feel like if it would be the team, it would just be the Super Bowl because like the Eagles was the best offensive line last year, probably. I mean, most likely because of Saquon getting the 2,000. Um,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
that would. That would. But hey, man, we're definitely rooting for you for the next journey, man. Definitely appreciate your time, man. I know you got a lot of training to do, man. I know you got a pro day coming up in March 17, man. So you got a lot of time to get ready for the next level, man. For everybody else, man, tell me where they can find your social media platform.
you can find it. My social media is Killer J on all platforms on Instagram and Twitter.
Oh yeah, for sure. For everybody else, go check out Jason Richardson. You better watch out because Jason is about to put some pancake. They call him Killer J. They don't call him Killer J for nothing, man. He ain't
Yeah,
no joke.
yes, sir.
Oh man. All right. For everybody else, thank you guys for tuning in, and